my YouTube family and friends. My name's Matt, and this is Unpopular Reviews. This is a channel where I give my honest opinions on some of the biggest franchises and movies that are out there. This is my first video, so let's get started with a banger. I'm going to rank all the Halloween movies. In last place, Halloween Resurrection. Because just like everybody else, I agree that the way they kill Laurie is offensive. The way they kill Michael is offensive. And Busta Rhymes doing a karate kick because he learned how to do karate from watching television. And Michael Myers getting electrocuted in the balls. Enough said. In 12th place, Halloween 3. Now, I know a lot of people love this movie. And a lot of people have this on the Halloween franchise rankings. They have it like their second or third favorite movie. But here's the thing. Everybody says it shouldn't have been named a Halloween movie. Shouldn't have been titled a Halloween movie. Should have been The Season of the Witch or named something else. Here's the thing. If you have to say it shouldn't be titled a Halloween movie, then it's not a Halloween movie. In 11th place, we have the original Halloween 2 from 1981. This movie is just boring. And normally I find hospitals creepy, but they make me bored. I love the jacuzzi kill, though. That is pretty awesome. And the ending, when Michael gets blown up, is also awesome. But other than that, you take Laurie out for most of this movie and don't have a lot of great kills in it. In 10th place, Halloween Ends, also known as Michael Myers Needs a Hug. So, if you make Michael invincible in Halloween Kills, and then you introduce a totally new character who killed a kid in a hilarious way, I laughed out loud when that kid went over the banister and fell to the floor. Because it showed me what kind of movie we were in for, and what kind of ridiculousness they were going to expect us to take seriously. And when you insert a new character in the final movie of the franchise, that doesn't make any sense. And again, as multiple people have said, Corey Cunningham wasn't in the advertising. Laurie Strode and Michael Myers were. I love the Laurie Strode and Michael Myers fight at the end of the movie. And the way they kill Michael is one of my favorite kills of a villain of all time. But the rest of it is just a mess. Like, what are you doing? And you make Michael invincible in Halloween Kills, and then Corey Cunningham can do the finger poke of doom to him and steal his mask? Really? Really? 9th place is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I used to rank this movie, I think, 5th or 6th. And I don't feel that way anymore. The first time, I don't know what was wrong with me the first time I saw this movie, but I loved it. I loved it more than 4. I actually loved Tina more than Rachel. Yes, I know, I judge myself too. And with every watch, Tina gets more annoying. Some of the kills are okay, but we don't get a lot of them in this movie. And, well, Tina is Tina. In 8th place, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, I love the shotgun kill in this movie, and I love how the town kind of goes after Michael. And I love the ending of this movie. But the rest of it is just a mess. And I like Loomis in this as well, especially when he tries to shoot him in the gas station. But Rachel doesn't impress me all that much. I know she's a big favorite for Final Girls. Not mine. I just don't see it. I do like when she gets the guts to try and run Michael over, though. That's a good part. But other than that, just not for me. So, in 7th place, Halloween Kills. Because the opening sequence is one of the most badass opening sequences to a horror movie. And when you make Michael invincible, there's something I do love about that. It's ridiculous. They take it way too far. But some of the kills in this movie are the most brutal of the franchise. And if you love carnage candy, as they say, they give you carnage candy in this. Number 6, funny enough, is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. The theatrical version only. Because when you try and essay your cousin in a movie and then try and steal her baby, what in the hell are you doing? But the theatrical version, I love nice, kind, gentle old Loomis. And I love Paul Rudd. I know a lot of people hate him. I love him in this. This is one of my favorite Paul Rudd movies. Think of that what you will. But no, I love Paul Rudd. And the ending of this doesn't bother me. Does it make any sense? Absolutely not. And does Loomis screaming at the end make any sense? Not really, but you see Michael Myers' masks and you know he escaped somehow. I like some of the kills in this. It's very 90s. It brings me nostalgia. And I just have a good time with this. I know this movie's not good, guys. I know it. I just have too much fun with it. It's almost a comedy to me. And that's why it's number 6. Number 5 might be controversial, but I'm like Cody Leach, and it's Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, the White Horse stuff and the way they made Loomis, those can fuck right off. There's actually YouTube versions out there that delete those, that make this actually a pretty epic movie. But this also has some of the most brutal kills. The kill of Octavia Spencer in the hospital, I don't care if it's a dream sequence or not. That never has bothered me. That kill just makes you feel uncomfortable. Because he just keeps doing it over and over and over again. And then you think you've had enough. And he keeps going. And then also, we have the turnover of the car. But the one that bothers me the most is when he kills the stripper. That sticks with me. I don't know what it is, but just seeing her face bashed in over and over and over, and then her like lifeless body, like the arms flailing around, that just messed me up. To this day, it messed me up. It's one of the most disturbing horror kills I've ever seen. I can't even explain exactly why, but again, for me, that one hits me hard, and that's why this is in 5th place. Number 4 is Halloween H2O. Now, here's the interesting thing. 4 and 5 sometimes reverse. But, again, the masks are dreadful, but I love Laurie Strode in this. She's probably Well, she's badass on a different level. And I love this cast because you have Josh Hartnett and a bunch of other actors that were upcoming in the 90s. And it's a fun movie for me. It's a movie that I have a good time with. I do like the jump scares. Again, and I love the ending too. Again, Resurrection can go fuck itself. But for all those reasons, that's why I have it at number 4. Now, my top 3 are why I call this channel Unpopular Reviews. In third place, I'm sorry, Halloween diehards, is the original Halloween. That's right, I've ranked 2 movies better than this one. Why? Because it doesn't scare me, and at times it bores me. Now, it's a classic movie. I respect it for everything it's done. And I can go on and on about how much I respect it and love it for what it's done for horror and slasher movies. I could probably go on for about a half hour. So Halloween fans, if you need that, because you need a cry room right now, if you need me to do that, I will gladly do that for you. But I do like Loomis in this, but I'm sorry, I don't like Michael. And I feel like I could beat his ass. And anytime you feel like you can beat a horror villain's ass, it's not a great movie. Halloween, or in second place, Halloween 2018. Laurie Strode is a badass bitch in this. And Cody Leach, I think, compared her to Sarah Connor. And I love that. I wouldn't go that far, but I love that. Now, they overdo the trauma, but for me, that's okay, because some of the kills in this one are also just epic. And that mask is one of the greatest masks of the entire franchise. And I just love how James Jude Courtney, how brutal he is. So, for all of those reasons, it's my number 2. And finally, if you've been keeping track, you already know what's coming. But from the bottom of my heart, I say number 1 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yes, I went there. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was the first Halloween movie I saw in theaters, which had a great reaction. Me and my friends loved it, and we were disturbed by it. And here's the issue with Halloween, the original Halloween. It's never scared me that we don't know why Michael is the way he is. It's just, oh, Michael randomly kills people because he's evil. And he shows up. Who knows why? Okay. And that's supposed to bother me? I have questions. Oh, we're not going to answer any of those questions. I see. In Rob Zombie's Halloween, we get all those questions answered. Damn right. Rob Zombie in the first act even does a nature versus nurture argument. And yes, at first you think you have worse characters than young Michael Myers. But let's take the bully, for example. Some of you think that, like, we were going to side with Michael Myers, or you don't want to side with Michael Myers. Here's the thing. I started siding with Michael Myers until they get to the woods. And he hits him with that log. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Hits him again. And I'm like, all right, that's enough. And he keeps hitting him. Until where Michael, you see the evil in him. Even as a young kid, this guy is freaking evil. And then same thing with the stepdad. He's a terrible person, But the way Michael kills him is just brutal. And then it's his sister. I'm sorry, but the 78 Halloween, that scene where he stabs his sister to death, it's never bothered me. I actually see it as kind of fake. I think the clown costume is absolutely stupid. I have a lot of problems with the 78 Halloween. But when Michael puts on the actual William Shatner mask and he stabs her first in the bedroom, stabs his sister first in the bedroom, and then she's crawling down the hall, and you see that kid in that mask, that terrifies me. To this day, that terrifies me. And then you see the brutality in which he kills her. And that's Michael Myers. That's why it's number one for me, is because it shows him from a little kid that he is freaking evil. And I love that about this movie. Again, I only like the theatrical cut. And I wish they had done more with Loomis and Michael in the psych ward. But here's another thing. I've always wondered why Michael Myers can't talk. They double, triple, quadruple down on this. Michael Myers can't talk. Well, he can talk. He has the ability to talk. He just doesn't talk. Why? Nobody knows. He just decided not to talk one day. Why? We don't know. Maybe he's evil or something else. That's dumb. I'm sorry, guys, that's dumb. I gotta know a reason. But when you stab a nurse to death in front of your mother and she goes home and kills herself because of it, that right there is the reason why he stops talking. And to me, that's a valid reason for him to not talk. And then I love the shot-for-shot third act of the remake, because I find Tyler Mane the most brutal Michael Myers. You're telling me that we should be terrified of Michael Myers? Well, like I said, in the 78 version, I feel like I could kick that dude's ass. In Tyler Mane's version, he messes everybody he comes in contact with up. And it's terrifying. Also, I can't even explain why, but to this day, the scene where Laurie Strode's hiding in the attic and Michael gets that 2x4 and he starts busting each part of the wooden boards to have them cave down, and then he has the whole ceiling cave down. That terrifies me. Again, still, to this day, and I've watched that movie a dozen times, if not more. And that still terrifies me. If I can watch a movie over and over and over, and it can still terrify me, 20 years later, basically, 19 years later, I guess, that is a horror movie, and that is why it comes in at number one.